Go ahead.
All right. I'm Stacy. I had my 2021 F-250 repaired at Hail Specialist.
Thank you. Were you satisfied with your communication from Hail Specialists?
Yes.
Were you satisfied with the repairs Hail Specialists performed?
The repairs look very nice.
Were you satisfied with the communication you received from your insurance provider?
Insurance provider could have been a little more open, a little more forthcoming, and a little more timely in their responses when I would reach out to them.
Do you believe your insurance is acting in accordance with the contract or policy they sold you and are correctly indemnifying you as their customer?
I'm not real sure about that. I think they may be trying to save themselves a little bit of money, trying to use stall tactics to do that to get me as a customer frustrated, to force you guys to go ahead and finish up and either pay out of pocket or not have the repairs done or completed correctly.
Were there any troubles, delays, or issues when contacting your insurance adjuster?
The insurance adjuster was a little slow in getting back. During the process, I did have a couple of questions. I texted him, I phone called him. No response immediately from either one. 3 days later, I finally got a text message that whatever my issue was had been temporarily resolved, but felt like it was a little slow and a little lacking.
Was it resolved?
Pardon?
The issue wasn't resolved? Like they said, or
It had to do with the rental car. Rental car was set to expire on Friday, and I was notified on Thursday. So did not hear back until Monday, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I extended it out a week." That would have been useful information, so that I wasn't sweating the weekend thinking about how much additional money's coming out of my pocket.
Do you feel that your insurance provider treated you how they advertise, or do you feel that their advertisements are a misrepresentation of the service they provide?
I would say that's probably a little cloudy, a little foggy. You know, they attempted to do what they claimed, but I think they kind of failed.
Did your insurance provider give you a written letter of denial explaining what they did not want to pay for? And furthermore, did you know that the Texas Department of Insurance requires all insurance companies to do this when denying a claim?
So the second part of that question I'll answer first. Yes, I did know that. The first part, no, they did not send a letter of denial. They did send me a letter of what they would cover. Whether that was all the damages or not, couldn't tell you.
Do you believe the rates your insurance company is wanting to pay are reasonable, taking into consideration the safety of the driver and the occupants?
No. I think instead of saving money, I mean, they need to be worrying about taking care of the vehicle and getting it back into pre-whatever condition.
Pre-loss condition?
Yeah. Since this was natural disaster, it should have gone back to pre-natural disaster condition with no issues. This was nobody's fault. You can't blame Mother Nature. You can't blame God. Is what it is. Pony up the money and get it paid for.
Why do you think your insurance provider is refusing to pay for what's properly owed? Do they have an agenda, profits, severity, mitigation, or whatnot?
I've thought about that, and I'm wondering if it's just because of the amount of natural disasters that have occurred recently that maybe that has put them in some sort of a financial bind. I mean, the kind of money that they charge people, they shouldn't be, but what do I know?
Did your insurance provider ever speak about Hail Specialists in a negative way throughout the repair process? And if so, how did this affect how you perceived Hail Specialists as your chosen repair facility?
Actually, I don't think they mentioned Hail Specialist one way or the other. Just referred to Hail Specialist as the shop that I chose to take my vehicle to. So nothing negative, nothing positive.
How much did your insurance company short hail specialists?
I believe the total was around $1,300 short.
Do you think that this amount being shorted will negatively impact a local repair facility like Hail Specialists?
Absolutely should. I mean, people got bills to pay. I mean, the work was done. Should have been done at, fair and reasonable shop costs. I mean, and if they're shorting you guys, that's, that's money out of somebody's pocket.
Out of yours into theirs, not ours.
Out of somebody's. I mean, yep, definitely out of mine.
Do you believe it is right for a multi-billion-dollar company to try to short a local repair facility that's trying to help the community?
Absolutely not.
Do you believe it's right that the insurance company treat any repair facility or customer in this way?
No. I mean, you need to treat each other with dignity and respect, and we can sit here and say, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I mean, how would you feel if your adjuster was doing this to you? Because whether they work for an insurance company or not, they have insurance themselves. You don't want to be jerked around.
Mm-hmm. Would you recommend?
Sorry.
Go right ahead.
Jerked around by your insurance? Like completely off the record. Did you feel like they kind of like didn't do right by you?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it's not just me, but me being stuck in a rental car for a month at costs that were only going to be covered for X amount, which ran out at day 19, not day 30, the way that the insurance clause states. So that's coming out of my pocket, plus the fact that the repair shop, you guys, are not getting properly paid for the work that was done on my vehicle. So yeah, I mean, it's not just me getting jerked around, it's you guys getting jerked around as well, and that's not cool, not in my book.
In regards to communication with your insurance provider, I remember that you got a call talking about how your insurance provider wasn't going to be speaking with us directly.
Correct. They wanted me to be the one, they wanted me to play middleman between the repair shop and them. I'm sorry, I'm the one putting the note every month, so that's their job to play middleman.
Did they give you a reason?
No. They just said I needed to get a hold of whatever documentation. I needed to be the one to forward that to them, and I talked to multiple different folks at the insurance company.
What were you thinking when they told you that they weren't going to communicate with us directly?
I was thinking, how many more months until this term is up and I start looking for a new insurance company?
Would you recommend anyone to Hail Specialists?
Absolutely. You guys have been great.
And based off your last answer, I think I know what you're going to say. Would you recommend anyone to your insurance provider?
Probably not. I mean, unless you like being mistreated by folks, in which case I will absolutely give you a telephone number to reach out to somebody who can most assuredly jerk your chain, take your money, and screw you over in the process. Otherwise, probably not going to recommend them to any friends or family. Maybe a few enemies, but no friends or family.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stacy.
You bet. Appreciate you.